So you've been dating for 6 months. How well do you know your partner? Have you asked these questions? Do you truly feel like you know who they are at the core of their being? Stay with me and find out. Welcome back to Organik Femininity with yours truly, certified life and relationship coach Dahlia Eagle Ellis. And today we're going to be talking about 12 things you should ideally know by the time you hit the 6-month mark in your relationship. So let's get started. Number 1, you should know their religious and spiritual beliefs. What are their grounding principles? What are they living by? And this is a big one because they may expect that their partner is going to live by the same spiritual or religious principles. Now, also just know these are not going in any particular order. I'm just kind of throwing some out that are very important and things that you should ideally know by the time you hit that 6-month mark in your relationship. Number 2. What's their relationship like with their family? Are they close with their parents? Are they in communication with their family? Is their family such a heavy part of their life where they may need to speak to them or see them multiple times in a week? And how will that impact you? Is that something that's also important to you? But it's imperative that you understand what your partner's relationship is like with their family, because that gives you a lot of cues into who they are and some of their grounding principles as to what they value in life. It's important. Number 3, does your partner have any medical or health issues that you should know about? Do they have any allergies? The last thing you want is to make something for your partner or to buy something for them that can actually make them sick and have an allergic reaction. But even above that and beyond that, you want to know, do you have any health issues or medical issues that, 1, could affect you as their partner, but 2, that could affect your partner? Are you going to be required to care for them as it pertains to medical and health, potentially down the line if they have a condition that there may not be a cure for, or anything? Are they going to have some really tough days where their health is concerned? And this is something that you should know about. Number 4, and this is a beautiful one. What makes your partner laugh? What makes them cry? It's often very easy for people to talk about what makes them happy, the things that bring them joy. Not always as easy to talk about the things that can bring them down and make them sad. But if this is your person and this is your partner, it's important for you to know what triggers them, what hurts them, what gets them down, just as much as it's important to know what makes them happy. When you have this information, 1, you're going to know how to make them happy, how to add and increase joy in their lives and the life you two share as partners, but also you'll know what to avoid. What can hurt them? What'll make them sad? You'll be almost sensitive to the fact that you know what has caused them pain in the past. And I'm sure that if you're with this person and you see them in your future, your goal is not to hurt them in any way, shape, or form. So having this information is really important because it'll allow you to be the best partner you can be to your love. Number 5, what's your partner planning or working on improving about themselves? Okay, it's all fine and dandy for us to talk about ourselves in really amazing and almost glorifying ways, but no one is perfect. Okay, so what is your partner doing to work on themselves? Are they really putting effort into improving who they are? What is an aspect of their being that they are passionate about and they want to improve upon? Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Doesn't mean that they're doing something bad that they need to almost recover from. But it could just be a goal. I'm a good writer, but I want to be a great writer, right? So what are they working to improve on? It's important that you know this about your partner because you may actually have advice or, some resources that you can use to facilitate in helping them get from where they are to where they want to be, or you can just be a support system and be their cheerleader. Number 6. So we maybe touched on this a little bit when we spoke about what can make them cry or make them sad, but do you know your partner's fears? What are they afraid of? What is the one or maybe few things that they would never ever want to happen in their life because it terrifies them? They are fearful to the core of their being. What makes your partner afraid? Okay, so it's important to have these conversations because without communication, you're not going to get to the core of who your person is so that you really get to build a solid foundation of trust. Communicating with your partner, getting to know your partner is going to increase the level of trust. It is going to strengthen your bond. What makes them afraid? Number 7, and I really love this one, it's what is your partner's love language? And this is an interesting one, and I bring this up because not everybody knows about love languages. So I included this intentionally because if you're unaware about even your own love language, this is something fun that you can do with your partner. There's quizzes and tests you can do to figure out your love language as well as theirs. Okay, so there are 5 key love languages that exist. There is acts of service, there are receiving gifts, physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation. That one slipped me for a moment. So kind of understanding the ways in which your partner receives love and feels love and how you can pour into that aspect of their being is so important. But it is something you should know by the 6-month mark. If at 6 months you're still unaware of how to actually add joy into your partner's life, how to make them feel loved or cared about, because you may not have said the I love you yet. It's possible. But you want to know how to make them happy. So having these conversations around love languages can be really fun, really exciting, and it can really connect you deeper with your partner. Number 8, what are their goals? What do they aspire to accomplish? What do they want for their life? What are they working on? What are your partner's goals? Okay, I say this because my goodness, it's important for us to continually have goals in life, and changes for the only thing that's constant, and we are forever changing, we are forever growing, and we are forever evolving. So to know what your partner's goals are is really important because one, you can support them. And oftentimes when we are going after our goals, sometimes all you need is that support. Those days when you feel like you just don't want to do it. You want to accomplish the goal, but you are lacking the zeal in that moment to do it. If your partner knows what your goals are and what you're working towards, they can support you. So what are your partner's goals in life? What do they want to achieve for themselves individually? And what are their goals for your relationship? Where do they see you two, and where would they like to see you guys go? It's an important one. Number 9, what does their perfect day look like? Okay, and please take mental notes when your partner tells you what their perfect day would look like. And again, maybe you've never asked that question. It's not too late. You can ask it now. What's their perfect day? What would make them just be elated, have the best time? Take notes. Anytime your partner shares something that will bring them joy, okay, it can be a favorite food, it could be a fragrance, it could be a flower, it could be a plant, it could be clothes, it could be a walk through the park, it could be watching the sunset, looking at the moon, it doesn't matter. When your partner shares with you what that perfect day looks like, they are expressing everything that could happen that would go right for them. Take notes. It's something you can do, and you can take aspects of their perfect day and do little things for them at random times that'll Be unexpected to them, but make them feel happy and also show them that you listen. And even beyond listening, you care so much that you actually want to do an act of service and fulfill that because you know if it's a part of their perfect day, it's something that'll make them happy. Number 10, where would they ideally love to go on vacation? Where is their favorite vacation spot? What area, where in the world would make their bucket list? Okay, these are exciting things to talk about and exciting things to know about your partner, because when you think about the things that you want to do, the things that bring you joy, that does something within your being. So just this conversation of like, where would you want to go ideally? After a certain while of being together, maybe it's somewhere that you plan as a vacation for the two of you as a surprise. Who knows? It could be a honeymoon destination after marriage if you get to that point. So just knowing that, where would they like to go? It's nice, it's fun, and it just helps to connect you because, again, you're just getting a little more insight into who they are and what helps to fill their cup. And number 11, okay, there's debates about this one, but I believe that it is important to know by 6 months whether or not your partner is interested in having children if neither of you currently have. It is important for you to know whether or not you want children and to be honest about that. You don't want to get further within your relationship with a person that maybe wants children and you don't, or with a person that doesn't want children but you do. This can create a big wedge, and often relationships do not survive this as one person feels as though they are making a sacrifice that is too heavy. Too heavy. A lot of resentment can set in. It often does not work out because one person is going to feel as though they are missing a massive aspect of their life that they wanted and that they saw for themselves in order to be with you. It really isn't fair. And if you know that your partner, for instance, wants children and you don't, be honest. Be honest. Or if you know that you want children and your partner does not, be honest. You want to be with someone that you can align. And maybe there are ways that you can get around this or figure out some type of middle ground. Maybe not right now, in a few years. Maybe you're going to adopt. Maybe you'll foster for a bit. Whatever the case may be, but be honest with this. And you should, in my opinion, you should have this information by 6 months in. Because if this is something that can make or break your relationship, what is the point to continue on past the 6-month mark if you two are not aligned in this area? Something to think about. So number 12, and the last one in today's video. What is your partner passionate about? So important. What are they passionate about? Like literally what gets them up in the morning? What makes them feel like they've got purpose, and when they get up in the day, they've got something to do and something to accomplish because they are working for something more than they have today. What are they passionate about? This is really an imperative piece of information. And truth be told, even having this conversation, you may not have ever thought about what you're passionate about. Your partner may not have ever thought about what they're passionate about. But these questions help you not only dig deeper in your relationship, but dig deeper within yourself. Without true knowledge of self, you can never give knowledge of self to another person. So what are they passionate about? Okay, so if you liked this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you are getting something of value and if these messages resonate with you. If you liked this and you want a part 2, or you want me to do this at the 1-year mark and beyond, please leave a comment below. Let me know. And if I see enough interest, either like likes or comments, I will know that this is something that you're interested in. I'm trying to learn from you all, as I want to be a person of service and I want to improve the lives of others the best way that I can. So let me know what you think and if you want to know. All right, until next time, be well, stay safe, trust your intuition, and it's love. Until then, take care. Bye, Organic Tribe.